clear skies over Petco Park in San Diego. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Washington Nationals and the San Diego Padres. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jared Kozart is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, he had his good stuff going in his last start, recording 10 strikeouts. He'll look to duplicate that here.
Daniel Murphy heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Washington, second baseman, number 20.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. These Padres, Eric, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
And this has definitely been a lost weekend so far. They've dropped the first 3 in this series here at home, so they just need something to go their way so they can have a chance to at least salvage 1 game in this series.
Kozart's ready. 1-1 on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Steve, how do they go about completing the sweep on the road?
Well, the wind is blowing in today, so you're not going to see a lot of long drives. Focus on hitting the ball on a line and on the ground to score your runs today.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Well, guys, the book on Rusty is that he can sometimes have a tall strike zone. Pretty consistent, though.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about watching somebody throw a ball across the diamond, this guy throws it like a laser. Over at third base, doesn't have the great range, but if he gets his hands on it, oh my, can he throw it.
Bryce Harper will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there, and he's out.
Pick him up. Nice play.
So a relatively routine start for the top. Tanner Roark is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you see the ERA there. Not anything that's going to jump out, but he has been dependable. He gives his ball club a chance.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he is safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see. Let's call this thing a swinging bunt. Call it whatever you want. He'll call it a leadoff single.
Hunter Renfroe will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. EK, these Nationals, as they take the field here today, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Swung on and chopped up the middle, and he is in there. Yonhervis Solarte will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. To second for one. On to first, a double play. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Will Myers will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
An outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in, so you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And this is all about having faith in your catcher that he's going to block that pitch, as well he should. He's one of the best around when it comes to smothering balls in the dirt.
Harper is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Padres leave one after one, no score. Ryan Zimmerman makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. High and deep to right center field. Renfroe ranging back, still going back. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he will make it there with their first hit of the ball game, a leadoff double.
Oh, and this will give us a great look as we check it out in show motion. You can see him give it his all as this ball is just out of his reach. He's going to pay the price, too, as he crashes into that wall at full speed.
In now is Anthony Rendon as he'll watch a curveball that bends in there under his hands at strike one. For Zimmerman, he stands at second with his 13th double of the year. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
And he chased it in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, one away. Trey Turner will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Cozart sets, ready with the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, be careful not to airmail that thing over your catcher's head. You got to make sure you don't overthrow it.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Matt Wieters waiting on deck. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And a fair ball as this will head out toward the 322 sign in right.
Yeah, this fastball gets on him pretty quick at 96 miles an hour, and he does just about all you can do with it, and that's take it the other way for a base hit.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. Pitch inside, the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
They turn him loose here on the first pitch after reaching base, and he had a pretty good jump that time. You know, sometimes pitchers are so focused on not allowing that runner on third to score that they forget about that guy on first, and he's able to take second here with ease.
He pulls this one into right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. In to score, the runner from third.
Batting 8.
Well, I got to tell you,
Center fielder.
I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Boy, and after that good first inning, not the same here in the second.
He's kind of looking a little shell-shocked out there. Like even he can't figure out what's going on.
That evens it up, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And the run is in to score from third. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate. And this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Stepping in now, Tanner Roark. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Ship scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Daniel Murphy will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. That's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ortega has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Ryan Ship will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Ship.
Line to the right side. But this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best all-around players in the game in Bryce Harper. What he does defensively, he's got great speed, got an absolute cannon for an arm, and he's very aggressive. Has not met a wall that he doesn't want to run through.
Luis Sardinas is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Another beautiful day here in San Diego as we get a look at La Jolla Cove, and we're all set to begin the top of the 3rd from Petco. Howie Kendrick will start things off here for Washington with Bryce Harper on deck due to hit second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The right fielder, number 34.
Bryce Harper stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. There's the first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Seems like there have been quite a few of these easy takes here in these first few innings.
Actually, a lot of easy takes.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. 32 now for the season. And the Nationals have now taken a 4-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
As he lines this one out to center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
In now is Anthony Rendon. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. But the Nationals do get a run on the Bryce Harper home run. We played 2.5. It's 4-0 Washington. Austin Hedges will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Into the windup and the pitch. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
Swing and a liner, but foul. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And the sinking fastball. Called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Now to the plate, Jared Kozar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Jared Kozar.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now. Travis Jankowski will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
On the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. They're down 4-0. Trey Turner is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Cozart has his target. 0-2 pitch on its way. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th.
The batter, catcher.
Stepping in, Matt Wieters. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
Well, he's thrown a fair amount of first pitch strikes, about 60%, but you've got to locate better, and that's the reason why he's having a tough time out there.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Pitch on the way.
Nope.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
Yeah, and a 1-out single here gets him a base runner in the 4th. As you can check out his line so far.
Goodwin.
You'd like for him to give you at least another inning or so, but with numbers like that, he might be on pretty thin ice already.
Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Brian Goodwin started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Nationals,
Tanner Roark stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Hit slowly back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Hunter Renfroe is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Rafael Ortega gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Hits this one hard the other way. On to first, and the Padre threat goes by the boards as that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Daniel Murphy will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Hunter Renfroe will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there. Yangervis Solarte will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. First offering on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Goodwin will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
First baseman
Will Myers gets another crack right here.
Myers.
He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Out in front of it, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. Still 2-2. Three and 2 now.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3 and 2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Throw over to the bag. Runners back. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Chop foul over towards the dugout. He's set. Here's the 3-2. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Now batting, third baseman Ryan Shipp.
Ryan Shipp ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Goodwin has it in his tracks, and the inning is over. 1 left for San Diego. They're down 5-1. Digging in to try it again, Howie Kendrick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9.
Leading off in the bottom of the
Striding
ninth.
in to start the
Left
ninth,
fielder,
Rafael Ortega. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game. Two balls and a strike now as that misses to the San Diego right fielder.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. High in the air out to center field. Goodwin is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Luis Sardinas.
Luis Sardinas will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Catcher,
Austin Hedges makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Number 7 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7.
In there at the knees, strike 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
When he starts leaving that curveball up, that's a sign he's getting a little tired out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitcher. He's going to get hurt.
And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
Oh, we got some life here now in the 9th inning.
Center fielder,
First and second now. And hey, one more base runner. You're going to bring the tying run to the plate. And we've seen stranger things happen.
Travis Jankowski will stand in now. And, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart as he couldn't quite get that final out, but he will leave with the lead after a strong 8 2/3. Sean Doolittle will get a late call now as he'll try to get the final out of the ballgame here and pick up the save.
Doolittle.
Doolittle's ready. First pitch on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Runners left in scoring position. One of the big keys to this ball game so far. And this is swung on and missed, so the Padres find themselves down to their final strike here. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either. It's moving.
swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Well, that's certainly how you can save some wear and tear on your arm. He only needed 3 pitches to finish this one off, and he picks up the save.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a little unfortunate he couldn't get that final out in the 9th, but still, 8 2/3, good innings of work, and he was on his game here in this one.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.